What up, what up? What's good people? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, it's right around the corner, fall fragrance time. And I figured I wanted to touch on some of my top fall fragrances that I'm able to break out this time of year. I love fall, but simply because my whole repertoire opens up in my fragrances. My heavier, sweeter fragrances get to come out. And again, if it's your first time to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can catch all these fragrances I'm gonna go through. And so with my top fall, not necessarily the top fall in my collection, but amongst the top. And I don't deal with the whole top 5, top 10. That's just kind of not my thing. So I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna give this I'm gonna call it my my fall Noah's Ark. I'm gonna do a few fragrances and I'm gonna bring them in 2 by 2. 1 designer, 2 niche. All right, so let's go ahead and start. And we'll start with Pure Malt by Mugler. Berries, malt, and whiskey. I love this. And I just never reach for it until fall and winter comes around. Yep, but bringing them in 2 by 2 as I mentioned. So also, Pure Havana. Cherry, tobacco. And also stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm put a little twist on these fragrances. Now, on to the niche. I want to start with Tuscan Leather. Yes, sir. Raspberry leather. Ooh, I love it. I love it. And next up, Tobacco Vanille, which I feel like it smells like sweet tobacco and somebody baking a sweet potato pie at the same time. I absolutely love that fragrance, but I never reach for it until it gets cool outside. Until it cools off, I just don't go for that fragrance. Now, my final 2 by 2, we're gonna bring in, I actually have some 10 milliliter bottles. I have a big bottle of this one here, but this is a 10 milliliter version. Clive X for Men. Ooh. Rhubarb, some amber, and Clive has so many notes involved that it's hard to pinpoint all the notes at the end, but they smell luxurious and great. I love Clive Christian. Not so much all the new ones that are coming out. Yeah, I hadn't really got my nose on all of them yet, but yeah, I love X. And the last but not least, of course, is number 1. Kind of a floral, amber sandalwood fragrance. Ironically, they dropped this one in 2001, as did X, but number 1 in 2001. Hey, whatever. Kind of nice. But the little twist that I have on these fragrances and why I'm bringing them in Noah's Ark 2 by 2 is because I love all these fragrances on their own, but each one of these fragrances, I have a tendency, most times than not, I layer them. And I know what you're thinking. You out of your mind. Did you just layer Clive Christian? You damn right. Yeah. Smoke them if you got them. Why not? And I'll tell you why. Pure Havana, Pure Malt, Cherry, Tobacco, berries and whiskey all put together and with a malt kind of finish is just beautiful. Perfect. They complement each other. Basically, Tobacco Vanille, really sweet potato pie-ish kind of vanilla tobacco. When you add the raspberry and the leather, it rounds it out. It makes it more complete to me. And I need, when I wear the Tobacco Vanille, just to round it out with a little bit of leather. I love leather like that when I have Tobacco Vanille on. And finally, Clive Christian, they share some similar notes. And there's so many of them, but I do with some florals they share, some paprika, as far as the amber, vanilla, sandalwood, they share those, but it also has a minty aspect to it as well. And both of them have that little minty aspect. I'm not sure where it comes from, because one has rhubarb, the other one florals, but paprika, and the sandalwood, amber, vanilla, but it's a minty vibe that it has, and they complement each other perfectly. But I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them separate, but together is something magical. All of these, when they together, something magical just happens, and just through the roof. Of course, the pure malt and Havana is just compliment crazy. Just people love that one. The other ones, longevity is great. Decent projection, kind of stays close but heavy. But I mean, these together are just special to me. But that's all. I want to really talk about my top fall fragrances. Not per se my singular top, but there's a few of my tops that I'm going to be wearing this fall. And I love fall. Can't wait for it to get here. But hey, that's all I got. All this is just fragrance advice. Yeah, if you take it, honestly, I hope it'll suffice. But hey, y'all be good.